Hi there, Cancer. This is the Spirit Warrior with your fortnightly reading. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Today we're doing energies and predictions for 2026. Isn't that a scary thing? This year is just flowing by, hasn't it? The first column is the first quarter, and we have the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. Of course, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And the third card in the first quarter, of course, is the Hangman. In the second quarter, we have the King of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Justice card. In the third quarter, it's the King of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Cups. And in the last quarter, we have the Judgment card, the Queen of Cups, and the Two of Cups. And then we'll draw one more card, which is the overarching energy for the reading, and the Mystery card. And that sits right there, and we'll turn that over at the end of the reading. So, in the first quarter, there's the Four of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Hangman. The Four of Wands is a card of marriage and celebration. And of course, if we look over here, in the last quarter, there's the Two of Cups. And that, of course, is meeting your soul partner, a card of romance. This is also a card of celebration. And it's quite possible you might go to a party, a celebration, a wedding, a birthday in the first quarter, and you meet that amazing new person, and it might take the whole year to develop into an amazing romance. Of course, this can also be a card of moving towards opportunity in life, towards the 1111 portal. So this can be moving away from a foundation in your life towards greater opportunity. The Hierophant is a card of divine guidance. He is a conduit between the earthly plane and the divine plane. And this says that as you move forward in 2026, you have guidance available to you. And that will help you find the right path through this new year. And the Hangman is a card of new perspective. This man has been hanging from the tree of knowledge. He's contorted himself into different shapes so he can see life differently. And that's a good thing in 2026 at the beginning of the year, isn't it? That it's time to look at life maybe from a different angle so that maybe you don't make the same mistakes in 2026 that you did in 2025, or maybe you're choosing to look for different opportunities in this new year. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Fool card. The Queen of Swords clarifies the Hierophant, and the Knight of Swords clarifies the Hangman. So the Fool card is the start of a new phase or a new cycle in life, and that's perfect for the first quarter of 2026, isn't it? This says now is the time to leave the foundation that you've been clinging to, and now is the time to take a leap into new opportunity in life. So the Four of Wands and the Fool card match perfectly together, don't they? This is the time to look for new opportunities as you step into this new year. And the Queen of Swords is a card of improving clarity. So as you get guidance from the Hierophant, through the Hierophant, now you're starting to see a path towards what you want to achieve in 2026. And the Knight of Swords is a highly energized knight, and that's perfect to match with the Hangman, who is a very static card because he's tied to the tree. So to get things done, to use a new perspective, you need to use the energy of the Knight of Swords to charge towards this new perspective or this new angle of life. In the second quarter, we have the King of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Justice card. So the King of Pentacles is a very earthy king. It means he might be a bit slow moving, but he is the master of wealth creation. And that's a very positive sign in the new year, isn't it? That we want the flow of abundance and money and wealth into our life. The Death card is the sign that there's something in our life that is no longer serving us. This is a card of regeneration. It says, whatever this situation is, it may be a relationship, it may be a job, a friendship, a partnership, that it's no longer serving us and it's time to leave it behind and open a new door to something different in our life. The Justice card is a card of rebalancing. It says that if there's been any injustices in your life, they're about to be reconciled. That life is starting to come back into balance. There may have been distortions in your life caused by difficult situations, and now life is starting to level up for you here, Cancer. The King of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Wands. The Four of Cups clarifies the Death card. And the lovely Devil card clarifies the Justice card. So the Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance. He is the wounded warrior. He's been through the hell, hasn't he? He's been through difficult times, but he's come out the other end and he's persevered. And really, this is saying now is not the time to give up, Cancer. This is the time to keep going, and as you persevere, you will be rewarded with prosperity and abundance. The Four of Cups is a card of disappointment and deep reflection. This man is really unhappy with the outcome in these three cups here, and he's so upset that he's not willing to look at the opportunity that the universe is offering him in the fourth cup. So what this is really saying is that as this situation closes, that you need to leave it in the past and open up to new possibility. Now is the time to open the new door to new options and new opportunities that are going to flow into your life. This is not the time to sit under the tree and sulk. The Devil card is a card of restricted thinking. These are all the negative thoughts and paradigms and obsessions and addictions that hold us back in life. This is all the old baggage in life, and it forms a paradigm that really we filter our life through, and it really restricts our opportunity. You can see that the chains of the devil are lightly wrapped around these people's necks, and it says this is really in your head. And it's saying that to open up possibilities in your life, it's time to change your mindset and slip the chains. In the third quarter, we have the King of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Cups. So the King of Wands is a highly energized king. He is charismatic, he's entrepreneurial, and he really makes things happen. And this says, as you step into the third quarter, you're feeling very energized here. You're really fired up and you want things to happen in your life. You're really focused on what you want to achieve. And the High Priestess is another card of guidance. She allows us to go behind the veil and listen to the whispers of the universe. And this is through our dreams and intuition. And this says that now is the time to live intuitively. This is the time to trust your inner feelings, your gut feeling, and this will help you manifest your dreams and wishes in the Nine of Cups. And that's a beautiful thing, isn't it? So in the third quarter, it certainly looks like there is a big turnaround in your life, and positive situations are starting to flow into your life. The King of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. The Three of Swords clarifies the High Priestess. And the Four of Wands clarifies the Nine of Cups. So the Ace of Pentacles says that through your energy, there will be amazing new opportunity and possibility available to you through the Ace of Pentacles. And this really is a very positive sign that life is on a beautiful upswing for you here. The Three of Swords is a card of loss and disappointment and pain and suffering. And it's saying that if you're faced by difficult circumstances, so, it could be a relationship, a work situation, a friendship, or partnership that is, hurting you deep within, the way to navigate through this loss and to remove the swords from your heart is to listen to your intuition and the guidance from the universe. Because sometimes these things happen for a reason, don't they? The relationships or the circumstances or jobs get past the use-by date, and that's part of what the Death card, isn't it? It's saying there's something in your life that's past its use-by date, and now is the time to embrace new possibility. And this can bring pain and suffering because change is difficult and hurtful sometimes. But you need to trust the inner guidance of the universe to help you guide you towards the opportunity, which is the Four of Wands. This is the card of opportunity and possibility that will bring your dreams and wishes true. And so even though you might need to navigate some difficult circumstance in the third quarter, the rest of the cards are overwhelmingly positive. And this can be, one door closing, a new door opening. The Ace of Pentacles is an amazing new door, as is the Four of Wands. And the Nine of Cups says your dreams and wishes will come true. That is good stuff, isn't it? In the last quarter, we have the Judgment card, the Queen of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So the Judgment card is the end of a cycle. So it seems that this coming year is a cycle of itself. There's a new beginning and there's an end in the Judgment card. And this is about rising up from the ashes of your old life. The Three of Swords and the Death card. These are the things that you're leaving behind and rising up towards new beginnings. And the Queen of Cups is deeply in touch with her feelings. And this is saying, follow your heart. That now is the time to follow your passions and desires and inspirations in life. And this may bring an amazing new relationship in the Two of Cups. So it's quite possible that at the end of next year there is a beautiful joining together of a couple of beautiful souls. Of course, if you're not looking for love, this can be an intensifying of your current relationship. It can be a new partnership or friendship. And if you're single as a Pringle, it can mean intensifying of a relationship with yourself. So more self-love and more self-worth. The Judgment card is clarified by the Two of Swords. The Queen of Cups is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles clarifies the Two of Cups. So the Two of Swords is a card of being at the crossroads. Am I going this way or that way? But you can't see any other opportunities in life. This is really restricted thinking, isn't it? And the universe is saying, you're not really seeing everything that is available to you here, and you need to drop the blindfold and be open to rising up from the ashes of your old life to create new beginnings. The Two of Pentacles is a card of imbalance. So that this may say that you're too focused on one thing at the expense of something else in your life. And of course, that can be work-life balance, it can be a health or well-being imbalance, a relationship imbalance, a relationship which is too one-sided, or there's one very dominant party, or it could be a financial situation that you're not receiving what you truly deserve in life. And this really is saying, to work through this imbalance, you need to follow your heart. This is the guiding light in your life. And the Knight of Pentacles is a card of planting seeds. So it's also the most static card in the tarot. But here he's sitting on his horse, working out what seed and where he's going to plant this seed. And this is really saying that in this relationship, this may be a time when you're starting to decide what your partnership in life is going to look like. What seeds are we going to plant? What do we want to create in this relationship? And it really can be the building block for a future together. That is amazing stuff, isn't it? If you're not looking for a relationship, this is about planting seeds. So you may be looking into 2027, God forbid, looking to discover how you can build a legacy or create opportunity in your life. In the overarching energy, we have the Magician, and he is the master creator of the tarot. And this says, in 2026, you have all the tools and creative energy to create the life that you truly desire. And so the Fool is the first card in the Fool's journey, and the Magician is the second card. And it really says this is a new journey in 2026 for you, Cancer, but there's amazing opportunity and possibility. There's certainly some adjustment here, isn't there? There's slipping the chains of the devil to embrace a positive mindset. There is maybe some pain and loss, and closing a door here in the Death card, and moving from pessimism to optimism in the Four of Cups. But the overall energy is very positive, that you're here to create an amazing new path in life. The Magician is clarified by the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is a card of rebalancing and healing and alchemy. And so this is really saying that as you navigate 2026 and you come across these situations that may be challenging, you have the amazing healing and alchemy and rebalancing of the Temperance card that will enable you to navigate through this situation so that you get towards your dreams and wishes and opportunities that the universe is offering you here. So that is quite an amazing reading, isn't it, Cancer? There are some amazing opportunities, but there are also some challenges here for you in 2026. I wish you the very best, and I send you much love, joy, peace, and happiness. Give me a like and a comment. It really helps the algorithm. This is the Spirit Warrior signing out. Ciao.